There in Rio. You know, a lot of viewers, they noticed that swimmer Michael Phelps, he was decorated in red, white, blue, and purple. The circular marks on his back and shoulder has been the talk of all of social media. We've learned it's from an ancient Chinese therapy called cupping. It lifts the soft tissue in order to increase the blood flow, ease muscle pain, PHE, and remove toxins. NBC4 reporter Ted Hart found out cupping is already quite popular here in Central Ohio. And Ted, I guess you wanted to run the risk of those big red welts to get a first-hand account of what cupping was all about?
Yeah, and I've got the marks on my back to prove it, Mike. It's not universally accepted, though. Just here within NBC4, I heard from one person who had it and said not only did it hurt, but it didn't help. But another person also found that it was very beneficial for easing his back pain.
I put the cotton ball that's on fire, I put it inside the cup, and then I pull it out very quickly.
Stacy Kent, clinical director at the American Institute of Alternative Medicine, says cupping separates layers of skin, fat, and muscle tissue and encourages blood flow. On the receiving end of it, I can tell you when each cup is placed, it feels warm for a few seconds, then cool, and then after a bit, it begins to sting.
So this releases any sort of muscular tension, and plus it increases the circulation within the muscle groups, which allows for optimum performance of that muscle.
And so super athletes like Michael Phelps have added cupping to their regimen, hoping to get an extra edge. Though on Twitter, one Olympic viewer wrote, Michael Phelps probably just fell asleep on his medals. After about 20 minutes, my back looks worse than it feels, and Stacy says if I had bad circulation, the spots would have been purple or even black.
When you wake up tomorrow, though, you're probably going to see just a couple of very choice circles. Most of it will have faded, but just the areas that were the most blocked will be the ones that have a nice little remembrance of me.
And Stacy says cupping already has quite a following in Columbus.
All of the acupuncturists here in town, we do a fair amount of cupping on a day-to-day basis, week to week. We're cupping people for all kinds of things. So it is more popular than what you would think.
And this is not a procedure that is generally covered by insurance. Stacy Kent says that this is not something that people should try on their own. It can be dangerous for people who have certain pre-existing health conditions.
And of course, Ted, for me, I tried this 10 years ago with acupuncture, and it was painful, and it didn't help me. And my face, it looks like I had crop circles.
And as I had mentioned, though, we have another employee who had back pain, and it helped him. I can tell you for now, it feels kind of like a sunburn. Not too bad, though.
All righty. It's worked for thousands of years. People continue to do it. Thanks so much, Ted.